Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this train wreck of a vlog of a podcast called Time Well Wasted. It's been over a year, so about that. Sorry about that. I had to dust off my list here. Today we have a very special guest, a guy that him and I just tried to figure out when and how we met. I was gonna make up some sorry, but I'm gonna play the truth card here. We both don't remember because we're so old.
Yep.
He's one of the kindest human being I know. Great singer, a guy that dragged me in the green room, and if you're not a musician, the green room is backstage basically, to show me a pile of wings they had on their table. That was like a volcano of chicken wings. Said, "Seb, these are great wings. Help yourself. They're not hot. Don't worry, because I'm a spice wimp." Guess what? These fucking wings were so hot. But anyways, I appreciate the gesture. And ladies and gents, mesdames et messieurs, without further ado, Mr. HABBzY. Hello, sir.
How you doing, Sebediah?
Seb is good. Trying to put the keyboard back in place here.
You're looking good, buddy. We're a couple old dudes here. You're looking good.
That's I like keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Well, depending on the questions, I'll keep being nice to you.
What are you doing later?
It depends on the questions.
We'll start slow and easy with you. When and why did you start playing?
Believe it or not, I started in the church when I was a young tyke. I would imagine I would have been probably around 4 or 6 years old. Yeah, started singing in that.
So singing.
Yeah, first. The drums came a bit later, and then the guitar came later after that. That was after the church thing, too.
So for people that don't know, including myself, I guess, how many instruments do you play?
Well, I guess just singing. Guitar, I can fill a spot, and I'm not a very good guitar player. I used to be a relatively good drummer, but I haven't sat on a drum kit in years, so I'm sure that skill's gone.
Join the club.
I'm sure that skill's gone by now. I mean, I've probably do a little bit, but not much.
There we go. From the horse's mouth. Here's a logical question for you. Why doesn't McDonald's sell hot dogs, HABBzY?
Well, they did sell hot dogs, actually. Yeah, they did.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I believe it was in the 90s they stopped doing it, but they did. USA also sold them. I also know that Japan sold them and Germany sold them. But unfortunately, I never got to try one.
Did you AI this shit? What's going on here?
Listen, man, I love hot dogs. And if McDonald's ever comes out with a hot dog, I would definitely try one. Harvey's has a good one, by the way.
There we go. When you're at the movie theater, which armrest is yours? The left one or the right one?
Depends who sits down first.
So it's a first serve, first.
Early bird gets the worm, as they say. You know what I mean? That's how I look. Plus, I'm a nice guy, like you said earlier. The guy's bigger than me. I'll give him a little bit of leeway, But if I'm sitting there first,
okay, let's just say you did not go to the theater with a guy. You went there with a lady friend. That
she
you're
gets
trying
both.
To impress. Good fucking answer.
She gets both. This
guy gets it.
I was raised correctly.
He may not be French, but he might as well be.
Oui.
Band names. Let's talk about your band names.
Sure.
You had a number of them.
There was it's been a long time, man. I'm not even playing in a band. I mean, the easiest one to be talked about will probably be Bare Bones, the last band with a bunch of the fellas and myself. And actually, the band name came up when, like every other band, you can't find a band name.
Big shout out to J-Rock and Bonga, by the way.
Mr. Bonga, my boys, and Kirkwood, everyone else that's been in and out of that band. Much love, much love. But I had a YouTube channel. And in the description, I said, no smoke and mirrors, just Bare Bones music. And I believe it was Sashi that said, well, why don't we just call ourselves Bare Bones? And everyone kind of went, yeah. And as you know, being in a band, when everyone says, yeah, well, you just roll with it. So that's where Bare Bones came from.
Interesting.
Yeah, not too bad.
Here's another logical question for you, sir. Do they have the word dictionary in the dictionary?
Well, I'm not much of a reader, so I would like to think it's in there, but
make something up. I don't know.
I read like record albums and pornography. I don't really read much other books than that. I'm a simpleton when it comes to reading. In fact, when I start reading, I just fall asleep. So let's just got naked women in, and I'm awake.
Yeah. How do you fall asleep with naked woman?
You don't,
Yeah.
unless she's nagging you to fall asleep.
How about this? Do vegetarian eat animal crackers? You know, the in the shape of an animal.
I guess logically it depends what kind of ingredients are in it. If there's any animal fats or something, I'm guessing no, but I mean they should
Animal
because they're
crackers,
delicious.
the kid stuff, like
Yeah.
the ginger or honey, whatever you call these little treats.
And to you vegetarians out there, if you don't eat it, you're missing out because they're delicious.
They are
really
delicious.
are delicious little snack.
Let's go back. Let's circle back to music stuff here. What is the first tune you learn, whether on the guitar, singing, or the drums, or that you care to show people your talent?
That is a stacked one.
She's loaded.
I don't even know where to start with that. First tune I ever learned. I think the first tune I learned on guitar when I took lessons was "Sweet Child of Mine" Guns N' Roses. And that was that took a long time, but I did get it down. If you ask me to play it now,
You're being modest. Like you're a decent guitar player. Like I don't know why you're playing the low key card on that one, but
a decent works for sure. And again, you're a gentleman, so you're,
fuck you.
I can get by, but I've been blessed with every band I've been in with amazing guitar players. So I really haven't had to do much.
Yeah, when I saw the Bare Bones and when Baga said, "I'm not the lead player," I'm like, "What do you mean you're not the lead player?" He's like, "You just wait."
We've had
And that guy
shreds.
moved funny on stage, but man, was he
Yeah.
freaking good, that guy.
Yeah, and backup vocals.
What's his name?
Sashi Bonga?
No, not Sashi, the other guy.
Jay Walsh.
The
That
guy
was the last guy that we had in the band, and then there was Steve Goncalves before that, another amazing player that made all three of those guys made my job easy.
Either way, for Baga to play second fiddle to another guy, it's a big deal to me.
He could have played second to both of them, but that's how good they were because they all played second to each other. Sashi had they all had their parts, and they absolutely slayed it whatever parts they picked.
They definitely did complement each other. Like I had no like, not fighting or no ego battle of the two guitar players. They
Never.
just coexisted peacefully with each other, which is rare. When you get two decent, good guitar players, they usually one of them wants to show off.
Yeah.
But Bonga is not like that, and I guess these two other
No, they
people.
just it again shows how good of musicians they were. They worked together, and would rather work on making an amazing sound doing it as opposed to that's my part, that's your part. It just whenever we practiced, it was whoever filled that spot. The other guys would just roll in and do whatever they wanted to with it.
Is there a time limit on a fortune cookie?
You mean like inside the fortune cookie? The fortune?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure those fortune cookies are probably all 40 years old right off the bat because I don't think they fucking
You're
go
not
bad.
wrong, probably. They've not changed the same 1,000 things they print.
So let's keep it this way. It does go bad if the fortune's bad. Let's do that. If it's a good one, no, there's no expiry date.
All right, there we go. Is any of your family musical?
My mom could sing pretty good, mostly just like in the kitchen or around the house. My dad was a drummer. He's the one that got me into drumming when I was a kid. Both big music fans. My sister was very, very talented. Very talented. She's a really good piano player and a really good singer. So she was in the choir with me too. So there you go. It's the only place we could get along when we were younger was at church, and that's because we were in church.
Do you want to give a shout out at church? Which church and what branch of Christianity?
I
was
went
it?
to Knox Presbyterian in Cambridge, Ontario.
There we go.
They put the holy water on me there and everything as a kid. So yeah.
And they trained your pipes, so I'm grateful for these fine people at the church. Thank
It
you.
was an amazing choir there. There was a lot of talented people. So even as a kid, yeah, I learned a lot.
Did you ever met me and Sashi's friend Courtney?
I do not think so.
Same idea. The girl was a gospel girl, and
Right.
boy, can she ever sing.
Usually goes with the territory.
Hi,
right?
Courtney. We love you.
Courtney, I've never met you, but I want to hear your voice someday.
She's on my channel.
Cool.
She's done a number of covers with us. Here's another crazy question for you, sir. If vampires cannot see the reflections in the mirror, how and why are their hair always so perfectly neat? Because there's no reflection of them, right?
It's very true. Wow. I think honestly, just because they don't hire ugly
He's
people in the
tough.
vampire
He's
movies.
tough.
I know. I think it's just they don't hire
rare
ugly
occurrence.
people. I don't think they hire ugly people in vampire movies. I think that's what it is. You know, I mean, Brad Pitt, a guy like Brad Pitt could. I don't. You know, you put like Jack Black in there. I'm sure that vampire might have bad hair.
God, it's Jack Black. He can't do no wrong. He's like Chuck Norris, man.
Oh, he's hilarious and he's
Don't
amazing.
fuck with Jack Black. Did you know that? Do you remember the movie Apollo 11?
Sort of, yeah, vaguely.
It's about the astronaut doing the slingshot around the moon.
So Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Where I'm going with this, Jack Black made it. The girl that calculated the trajectory for the slingshot around the moon was his mother, Jack Black's mother. And guess where and how she found that equation? She was actually giving birth to him, to Jack Black. She's hospital calculating the trajectory of the gravity pull of the moon to sling back that Apollo 11 capsule back to Earth. Giving birth to Jack Black. Like, freaking, how cool is that? Like, seriously.
He's one talented cat, man. I remember I can't remember what movie it was way back when, but there's a part, Lisa Bonet's in it from The Cosby Show, and there's a part where he sings, and I had no idea he could sing, and blew my mind how good he was. And that's an old movie. I don't even know what it's called, but Lisa Bonet's in it, so you can all try and find it, but it'll come up.
There you go, peoples. Which famous musician do you admire and why?
Holy boy.
Let's say top 3 if you can't pick.
And narrow it down, like guitar, drums, what are we talking about? Vocalists?
Give us you.
Oh, who I admire most? Well, we'll go guitar first. Dimebag Darrell.
I knew that.
Just for his sound and how amazing of a human being he was with the way he treated fans and treated people, period. And then you see him play and it's just like,
yeah, where
did that come from? Eddie Van Halen's an easy one. Zakk Wylde's an easy one. A guy that I really admire that a lot of people don't. I think he's very underrated is Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. He's one of the greatest players I've ever seen. Makes it look flawless. And to be totally honest, I'm not even really an Extreme fan. I'm a huge Nuno Betancourt fan. And again, he's another nice guy. He's played with the best, and I just think he's underrated. And one more, obviously, Jimi Hendrix. You got Stevie Ray Vaughan. Man, the list is endless. It's endless.
How about a drummer? Let's talk drummer talk here.
Drummer to this day, Dave Ambrosi's from Pearl Jam. I believe he was their second drummer. His style's the bomb. Adding cymbals, adding more hi-hat runs. Just that would probably to this day still be my favorite. Matt Cameron's up there. Vinnie Paul, Igor from Sepultura. Like with drums, it's never ending. It's never ending with drums. Yeah.
Max's big brother.
Bass player, gotta go with
J-Rock.
Robert J-Rock is seriously the most talented bass player I've ever worked with.
We'll second that motion. Hi, J-Rock.
He is guitarded and a beauty to work with and just an amazing human being. He's definitely up there, and I've worked with some great musicians.
Yeah.
And he could play all the stuff. He could play Robert Trujillo.
There's nothing that guy cannot play.
He used to warm up to Les Claypool, Primus. Just sit there, just warming up, and it's like, what? He's that good, and he's such a nice guy, which is the coolest thing about him. So yeah, I guess I'd go with favorite bass player. Let's go with Les Claypool, just because he's ridiculous.
He's a drummer that plays drums on bass.
I'm sure he could pick up a ukulele and make it sing. I'm sure he could play the harmonica. Yeah. I'm sure he could grab a pot from the kitchen and beat on it with a wooden spoon, and you'd be blown away.
How about this? Do you HABBzY believe in 2025 that's physically possible to cry underwater?
Yes. I mean, we can piss underwater. That's also fluid. So yeah, you can cry underwater.
Wow, you went there. You did. Totally
I have to. Yeah, you're just returning the tears back to where they came from,
Who was your first teacher or musical teacher that said, hey, don't keep going?
That's crazy. That the first teacher that gave me a bump would be my kindergarten teacher. I believe her name was Mrs. Butler.
Mrs. Butler.
Yeah, she was really hot too. Even
Wow.
at that age, she was cute. Yeah, but she pushed us on, and I was always doing plays and stuff with my sister in school.
Yeah.
And she was always the one pushing it. Really, that's the first teacher that ever got me over being afraid to be in front of people. And that was in kindergarten. Yeah. If we still skip one thing, though, favorite singer.
Let's circle back to that.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Because it's hard. You got a guy like Phil Anselmo that can not only sing, he can scream.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite yeller is Henry Rollins, hands down, or Ian MacKaye, Little Minor Threat.
Old school.
Hold
punk
in there.
rock.
I still love that stuff. Gritty 16-year-old kids doing what they do.
Did you know that the guy that taught Jeremy Pady on the bass was this close to getting that band?
What? Who?
The Henry
Minor
Rollins?
Threat?
No, Henry Rollins band.
That would have been badass because that's my dude.
Cookie Losey is his name. And as far the stories I've heard was he got to practice with them in Seattle or something like that years ago, barefooted on stage with him and Henry.
That would have been a great day whether he made the band or not, just to be in the presence of Henry Rollins.
Great. If you guys looking for your next book, he's written a number of good spoken word books. Henry Rollins, he may look mean, but again, like this guy, covered in tattoos. And believe it or not, at some point, people, I was the most covered person in tattoo. Between you and Frank, that probably lasted not very long, but
Well, Paul Oliver, I think, took the cake from all of us. He's got a full
yeah.
suit now, I think, so. Trying to catch up, but it probably won't happen.
How about what is your fondest musical memory? Whether it's a concert or a concert you want to attend to as a fan.
I think for me, it's crazy. I used to go to my bro's house all the time, usually around Christmas, and we'd stay up all night and we'd just watch YouTube videos all night long. He'd try and stump me with something, I'd try and stump him with something, and it was he pulled up a clip because I really like acoustic stuff, and he pulled up a clip of Zakk Wylde, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be Deadly on guitar, obviously, and it's just him with an acoustic, and he plays a song he wrote called "Dead as Yesterday," and I had no idea that guy could sing, and it blew my mind, absolutely blew my mind. I think that was one of the moments in life I really wanted to focus on my voice to make it sound anything even near the perfection that he has in that tune.
This is a nice segue to my next question. How do you deal with the mistake live? Like, how do you get over it? How do you move past that moment of, I just hit 2 wrong notes or whatever? Assuming, I don't insult you here, but assuming you may have a boo-boo.
Everyone does. I've been blessed with being in a band with guys that cover it up for you.
What a brilliant, refreshing
And they do that
answer.
for you. We call it a flub. There's a flub, and we'll all look at each other as musicians and laugh, and we just cover it up. I think that, again, is showing your musicianship.
Yeah.
And I've been, time and time again, over my whole life, in bands I've been in that did the exact same thing. Plus, it's human. You're going to make mistakes. There's nothing you can do, so just roll with it.
Let's talk about your influences. Did it start with old records, 8 tracks, tape, CDs?
All the above. All the above.
All of them.
Grandparents played a lot of music. Most of it was gospel or country. My dad was really into the Beatles and whatnot growing up, all the rock and roll stuff. Then he got into, for a long time, he was listening to a lot of Christian, like 4-piece bands and harmonies and stuff that grew on me. Again, I was born on country for a bit, which I mean, it's okay, but it's not my thing. But I can always.
Why you have a bleeding heart? Bleeding heart.
But any music I listen to, whether I like it or not, I can find something good in it.
Yeah.
I can find a great guitar riff I can hear, a nice drum roll or background vocals, or you know what I mean. Like I always find something, and even in something that's not my thing.
Fair enough.
Again, I'd rather listen to music I don't like than have silence. I'd even rather listen to the music they play at the dentist than have silence.
I would agree with that statement. Do you still get nervous before a show?
Yes, and it's awesome. it lets you know you're live for one, and number two, it keeps you on your toes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Look, I know with me, as soon as I'm on stage, I'm nervous, but as soon as the first bar comes out with the band, it's gone.
Nice.
Then it's at that point, it's like, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
What a refreshing answer. That truly is. Speaking of refreshing answer, here's a refreshing question for you. Why do you not see any baby pigeons out there?
Shit, that's good.
Right? Like, you never see baby pigeons.
That is...
You always see full-blown adult-sized pigeon, or same with morning loves.
Oh, hey, we've been lied to? Are they all like, are they born adults?
I suspect, like, the earth may be flat, the sun may be fake, but where the fuck are the baby pigeons? I wonder.
I have never seen a baby pigeon.
That's my
right.
point. That's why this is on this stupid, dusty piece of paper.
I
here.
wish I could come up with like a really good answer on that, but I have never seen a baby pigeon. That's crazy, dude. You come up with that question yourself?
I just stupid things I write down.
That's not stupid when no one can answer it. That's actually genius. Because I've never seen a baby pigeon. They're nesting. They must be up high or some shit. I don't know.
My suspicion is, or my theory is, I should say, they sit in a nest until they're fairly large, but until they know. And I think it's like swimming. I think in their DNA they know how to fly.
Right. They're going to drop out of the nest.
They leave the nest when they're fairly large.
And then they go straight down to the street meat guy and beg for
the McDonald's fries.
Or McDonald's hot dogs. Maybe they want a hot dog, a McDonald's hot dog.
Here's a question for you.
We'll call it a McDick.
Which fries do you like better, McDonald's or Burger King or Harvey's, Wendy's, fast food joint fries, Frenchy fries?
It used to be McDonald's. They've kind of lost their edge. Last time I had Burger King, their fries were better than McDonald's. But it used to be hands down McDonald's. Nothing could touch McDonald's fries.
McDonald's fries, when they're popping hot, man, good luck.
But when you get them piping hot nowadays, you don't. You sit. Yeah. They're like, can you pull over in lane 1 and wait for your order? And they come out cold as piss underwater. You know?
I hate that.
I had to put in the piss underwater thing there, or tears underwater.
What advice would you give to a beginner who is nervous about singing, playing guitar or bass or drums on the stage, on the world stage of Cambridge, Ontario, or KW? If
you love it, get it done. It doesn't matter if people like it or not. If you like it and it gives you a charge and you love what you're doing, that's all that matters. Get the fuck over it. You want to do it, do it. What people think about it, when they clap for you, that's cool, but it's also fun when they fucking boo you. Or they call you out, or they're mad at you. That shit to me makes me laugh.
Flying drinks at your head.
Yeah, but hey, they paid to come in, and the bar's making money, the band's making money. Who cares? So yeah, if you want to do it, do it. That's sort of the testament of music. If you want it, do it. If you don't, then go play golf or play hockey, something else.
There we go. Second last question for you, sir. Tell us about your last great revelation. Generally speaking, could be an idiom you heard, or a saying you heard, or something you lived that you realized. What is your last great revelation or / learning moment of life in your world?
I don't know where it came from for me, but on Facebook, I always just put "slay today."
You do, and I always make fun of you.
Slay today.
I always just write something stupid on there for you.
But it relates to whatever's out there. Just whatever you're doing, do it great. Or try. Slay it. Kill it.
Be
kill
invested.
The fucking day.
Yeah. Be invested. And
you got to go to work. You got to do shit we don't want to do. And you can sit and complain about it. Yeah, but just slay the day. So whatever you're doing, I think that's probably my favorite thing, is just to say that. And I know you think it's funny and annoying, but the bottom line is no, just whatever you're doing, kick ass.
It makes me giggle.
Yeah, well, slay the day. Kill it.
And I'm sorry for not pestering. What's
I've never even seen you comment on it, so that's awesome. Shows you how much I care, but I'm too busy slaying the day, worried about your negativity.
I think I'll say it after you hug me. I make it dirty, like homosexual dirty, for my own personal. By the way, we're both not homosexual.
I'm definitely not. I don't know about Seb, but Sebediah, it's all up to you, buddy. I love you no matter what.
No, oh, sweetheart, stop it. Stop it. Last question for you, sir. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Doesn't matter. They're both delicious. They're both absolutely fucking delicious.
I would agree with this. They're both delicious, but
I
in your humble opinion, sir,
it's a loaded question. It's a total
that's
loaded
the whole
question.
point.
The good news is at least people aren't lining up left and right fighting about it. You know, you're fucking wrong. No, you're wrong. Like everything else nowadays. So I'll just, for shits and giggles, we'll say the egg.
How about this? This is another question that might blows my mind sometimes. If you look at a tire spinning and let's say you watch a car drive on a 401, and you look at the tires rotating with the rims or whatever, does the air inside the tire move inside the tire, or it's stagnant? Does it kind of float and coast, or it's spinning with the tire?
I
I'm
guess
not sure
the
if
only
I'm
way that it
explaining
could
this
actually
right.
spin that if there's moisture in it, because then there's an element.
But air is
You're
not
asking
in it.
like the dumbest guy on the fucking planet.
Shut the front
a question
door. Shut
about
See?
what's
This
next.
guy?
Next
No.
he's gonna pull up mathematics, which sit back and enjoy this one, kids.
2 + 2 = 5.
I'm gonna say I really don't know, and I'm thinking probably nothing, but I don't know. Or it would make some kind of sound, wouldn't it? If it's got weight to it or something, it would make sound. There has to be something.
Hmm?
And I sound like an absolute fucking.
I don't know the
Dumbass.
answer to that, to be honest.
Well, I apparently don't know the answer either. So.
Well, look at us, two simpletons together in Waterloo, Ontario, in my kitchen/living room,
Yep.
sharing a drink and laughter and such.
Which
Cheers.
is good with me.
Thank you for joining us this evening, sir.
Thanks for having me on, man.
You are most welcome. And be kind to one another, people. And,
Yes, please.
Well, I'll let HABBzY wrap this up for us. And you're on.
Thanks, Eb. It's been this is my first interview ever. You made it relatively easy on me.
Lies. Not first interview ever.
It's you did really well, by the way. You really did.
Bless your heart of gold, sir.
Were you
Bless
nervous
your
at
heart.
all? No, right?
I'm at the bag. I'm
You know
fine.
why? Because you slayed the day, bro.
Yes. Slayed the day. From your main man, HABBzY and Sebastard. Thanks for watching, folks. Get a life. Bye-bye.
Later.
Sink.
You gotta keep that fan on. I don't think you want that for our interview. I was gonna say you got some serious equipment. If you can just go,
you are. What a gentleman.
hey, if you had the equipment, you could just go like hit a slider and that goes away. That'd be fucking incredible. That would make everybody a musician, bro.
All right, I gotta get a catcher.